For somebody to actually be a caliph of Allah, a manifestation of the name, a manifestation of the meaning, it's impossible that they can sleep anymore. Their heart at least must remain awake. And so this attribute was given to them. Because why? They're a manifestation of the presence of God, and God doesn't sleep. And so if you find it in the Dajjal, then what? Then it means that he also is a manifestation of a higher power or a higher force. So we find evil constantly mimicking the light, and just as God sends the Messiah, the devil also sends the Antichrist. The God sends the Mahdi, the devil sends the Sufyani. And we have this particular narration from Anas ibn Malik, who is telling us about the night when the Prophet was made to travel from the Kaaba mosque. 3 persons, 3 angels came to the Prophet before he was divinely inspired while he was sleeping in the Masjid al-Haram. The first of the 3 angels said, "Which of them is he?" The second said, "He's the best of them." That was all that happened then, and he did not see them till they came at another night. But he perceived their presence with his heart, for the eyes of the Prophet were closed when he was asleep, but his heart was not asleep. And that's the important part of the narration. This statement that appears over and over again in particular hadiths. When Anas ibn Malik says, this is a characteristic of all of the prophets. All of the prophets, they have this characteristic. What is it? That their eyes sleep at night, but their hearts do not sleep. Why is it important? Let's see here. So we have here in another narration from Aisha, she says the exact same thing about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Messenger of Allah. She said, I asked him, do you sleep before performing the witr prayer? He said, oh Aisha, indeed my eyes sleep, but my heart does not sleep. Now, you have a narration that clearly says that this is the condition of Rasulullah, and that this is the condition of all of the prophets and the messengers. Okay? Now watch this coming narration. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the parents of the Dajjal, the Antichrist, will remain for 30 years without having a child. Then a boy will be born to them, one-eyed, the most harmful and the least beneficial. His eyes sleep, but his heart does not sleep. Then he described his parents and said, until the end of the narration. So the only other individual that it has this power or this characteristic, this attribute, this trait of being able to lay down in bed with their eyes closed, you think that they're sleeping, but they're actually not sleeping, they're aware, is the Dajjal. But why do they have this? Clearly you see that both the prophets and the Antichrist being supported by supernatural forces or power that is similar in the sense that their hearts don't sleep. Their heart not sleeping is actually a significant matter. The prophets are supposed to embody the divine names of God, right? Right? So Muhammad has to be Al-Karim, right? He has to be Al-Wahid. He has to be a manifestation of each of these names. One of the attributes of God is that he actually never sleeps. Allahu la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum la ta'khuduhu sinatun wa la nawm. God, there is no God worthy of worship except for him, the ever-living, all-sustaining, neither drowsiness nor sleep overtakes him. So for somebody to actually be a caliph of Allah, a manifestation of the name, a manifestation of the meaning, it's impossible that they can sleep anymore. Their heart at least must remain awake. Okay? And so this attribute was given to them. Because why? They're a manifestation of the presence of God, and God doesn't sleep. And so if you find it in the Dajjal, then what? Then it means that he also is a manifestation of a higher power or a higher force. The messenger is a reflection of God in creation by having this trait. Therefore, God does not sleep when manifesting in him, even if the veil is sleeping. His human part, the fleshy counterpart, is asleep. The manifestation in his heart is awake. The flesh sleeping, the person sleeping, the reality that's in him is not sleeping. The same becomes true. The same logic can be seen in the opposite, the unholy trinity. In Abu Bakr and Umar and Uthman, in Al-Dajjal, the same thing is true. The enemies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the ones that become manifestations. Judas Iscariot was not able to sleep at night because of that, because Satan was operating in him. And obviously the Antichrist also is a figure that, according to religious literature, performs a large variety of feats that only prophets of God would have performed. And so the devil sends forth his preferred ones, and he also appears through them. We interact with Satan by his name and by his meaning. And the truly awakened human recognizes God and his veils and doors, while also recognizing the presence of Satan and his veils and doors.